Hey guys, welcome. I hope you all are doing fantastic. Welcome. So today's reading is what does what advice do your guides have for you, or your higher power, you know, or your higher self? But yeah, what do your guides want you to know? Okay. So we have three groups for you to choose from. Group 1, the amethyst. Group 2, the clear quartz geode. And group 3, the fusite crystal. Okay, so if you need a moment to choose your group, please feel free to pause the video, but I will see you guys in your readings. Hey guys, if you have chosen the first group, the amethyst, and this reading is for you, welcome. I hope you guys are doing very, very well. Alright, so do what advice does your guides have for you? We have the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, both upright, and the Queen of Wands, also upright. What advice does your guides or guide have for you? Okay, so alright, so I feel like each card is a different piece of advice. With the Knight of Pentacles, the advice is to slow down, maybe in a relationship. It may be a relationship that hasn't happened yet, so it could be what's that word? Forewarning. The reason you're being asked to move slowly because they may be someone to be cautious of, or if like it doesn't have to be like they're a bad person or whatever, but maybe if you were to move fast with this person, it just wouldn't work out, you know. So yeah, moving too fast could create more issues than anything. It just feels like if you were to rush, there might be some regret. Also, think through things carefully when it comes to decisions moving forward. Like your guys want you to make time or take the time to make good decisions. And this may not necessarily involve gathering information, but more like sitting with it, meditating, and waiting for your higher power to drop, the answer in your lap, or kind of, for that answer for whatever decision you need to make until that answer kind of comes forward. So maybe not rushing in making, certain decisions moving forward. And I don't know if this is going to be helpful, but you're also being encouraged um, not to worry about work or money. If you have been worried about work or money, even if you don't get the outcome that you want, you'll be all right. That's what your guides want you to know. Some of you could be moving slowly, maybe losing progress or traction in some area. This isn't advice, but more like reassurance that you'll find the passion to keep on top of it. I don't know if passion is the right word, maybe motivation actually. You're also being encouraged to make a commitment to yourself. What this commitment could be definitely feels very different for everyone, but it does feel like something you've already maybe promised yourself, maybe you've already, committed to doing something. So yeah, your guides definitely want you to follow through with that commitment and kind of like keep it up. Yeah, so try not to overwhelm yourself as well by looking too far into the future, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Like that's what your guides want you to kind of be in that perspective. You're also being encouraged to accept help and support when you can. You're being advised to let your values guide you as well. This course could also help in making decisions by letting your values guide you. They also want you to continue to be responsible. With the Six of Pentacles, the advice is to be generous, but to yourself and your immediate loved ones, if you can, then you're being encouraged to do. Like if you can help someone and you're capable, and then you'll be encouraged to do it. You're also being encouraged to see whether your relationships are balanced, or do you need to pull back, or do you need to do more in certain relationships. So this feels like another thing your guides kind of want you to analyze, and kind of make adjustments accordingly. You're also being encouraged to be confident, continue to be confident, or do what you can to build your confidence, especially if you're afraid. Your confidence might be stepping on other people's toes. It's not. A lot of you here are very sweet and don't have bad intent, so try not to make yourself more reserved or inward to make someone else feel comfortable. Some of you could be worried about your ambitions, worried whether you're doing enough, but your guides want you to chill. They don't want you to force it, or they don't want you to worry, but they want you to get in the right energy and the right mind frame to be ambitious. For some of you, your guys want you to kind of like create a plan as well and find what works for you. You're also being advised to stop being patient with a person. Don't allow someone to waste your time. But this feels like someone you may not be super close to. Whether you're close to this person, but maybe your feelings for this person isn't really that strong, regardless of what kind of relationship you have with them. But you are being encouraged to not let people waste your time. For some of you, this could be an acquaintance. This could be someone that kind of expects to be put first as well. There's another message, like if you're needing something from them, like maybe you're being really patient for someone to give you, something that you've asked them for, a contract, for example. Like maybe you've been patient, waiting around for this person. So if you are being patient and, if you're needing something from someone or from the person that came up just a moment ago, you're being encouraged to push them. Like, don't be afraid to push them. Not push, I don't know if push is the right word, but like okay, where's that thing I asked for, like kind of like vamanos, I don't know if I said that right, but you know, um, this could also involve not letting a person off lightly as well. You're also being encouraged to let your creative juices flow. Your guides want you to know that your creative ideas are awesome, and it's going to bring you either a lot of success or happiness, or both actually. But it feels like this group has awesome presence. It feels like you may not notice this, but your guys want you to know that you do have a beautiful presence. But it feels like your presence and how you kind of show up, let me see, is gonna is about to come in handy. Okay, so your guys do want you to embrace, your confidence and just the natural essence of who you are, because it is about to come in handy. Okay. But yeah, that's all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really hope it could be helpful and make sense, and I'm wishing you the best. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, the Clear Quartz Geode, then this reading is for you. So we have the King of Pentacles upright, King of Wands in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. So what advice does your guides have for you. Alright, this is random, but it feels like if any of you do have quite masculine traits, it feels like your guides really like that about you. These cards are so slippery. Anyways, like they kind of want you to feel proud for certain masculine traits that you have, you know. Anyway, so what do your guides want you to know? What advice do your guides have for you? All right, so there could be a certain situation or environment that maybe you're taking for granted, maybe even unintentionally. But your guides want you to ask yourself that if I lost this person, or if I lost, or if this stopped coming through for me, or if I lost, you know, this thing that gives me stability, would it negatively impact me? So your guys kind of want you to ask yourself some questions about certain things, or maybe just one thing that maybe you have been taken for granted. So yeah, they kind of want you to appreciate, you know, certain things that do, you know, bring you stability or, you know, happiness. It feels like your guides want you to ask yourself those questions so that you can appreciate something, someone, and also asking yourself, how can I show my appreciation, you know, to this thing or to this person? There is a warning that if you don't appreciate this thing more, you will lose it and deeply regret it. Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. You're also being encouraged to be a better leader as well. Some of you could be super laid back in certain ways or in certain environments, like you don't give something or someone enough attention or credit. But your guys want you to be more involved, you know, maybe join in, maybe, you know, like being present, you know, with someone or a certain, you know. But it feels like you would know exactly in what way you're not giving it enough. Maybe there's other things that's going on for you, so you can't give enough to like one area or, you know, a certain person in your life. um, so your guides are encouraging to do what you can to heal and put yourself in the right mental frame, but there may come a point where you regret not giving more, so you're really being encouraged to join in more. You're also being encouraged to put someone you're close to first more often. And this could be someone who doesn't feel appreciated by you. There's something about, I don't know, this could be referring to the person that came through just a moment ago, but, or it could be about someone else, but there's something about, if you were to put this person first more often, then it would give them, it would encourage them to like be confident or be, you know, even more confident, especially if this person does have maybe trouble speaking up or have troubles in, certain social environments. It feels like you putting this person first, maybe you joining in with this person, you giving this person more attention, it will give them the confidence, around other people. And this feels like someone that you would want to see this person being more confident. Like, it would make you happy seeing this person more confident. So if you resonate with that, then your guys are being encouraged. Your guys are encouraging you to like do what you can to put this person first a little more often. Okay, you are being advised to be less aggressive or less impulsive, although I feel like it is referring more to impulsiveness as opposed to aggressiveness. Your guys want you to be more reliable for someone as well. Um, some of you are being encouraged to find yourself a new job. Maybe you've gotten comfortable in a position that you don't like. Your guys don't want you to be impulsive when it comes to maybe making a career transition. Your guys don't want you to be impulsive. They do want you to be smart. Don't do something that would be hard to survive, for lack of a better word. For example, leaving your job with no, savers, no backup, or at least, some guidance. So yeah, your guys definitely want you to save more or get better at saving. Like, once money hits your savings, you leave it alone. That money does not exist until you need it. Um, or some of you are being encouraged to kind of like get better at saving. Whatever it is you're saving for, make sure you leave that money alone until you've reached the target. Or kind of making sure you have a financial cushion. Some of you being encouraged to like establish that. Maybe find ways to invest, or some of you are being encouraged to seek out financial guidance. It feels like you are being encouraged to be more ambitious. Some of you could be hoping that shit will just work out, but you are being encouraged to meet the universe, your higher powers, halfway. There could also be certain situations where you are quite temperamental, and your guys also want you to work on that too. Okay, so for some of you, please only take this message if it resonates. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't feel like it would affect you anyway. But this could be referring to like a betrayal. Some of you, like someone could be currently, doing that. And I don't want to say betrayal because whether it's cheating or white lies, I don't know. But some of you, that could be going on in the background. Some of you may even know about it, and maybe your guys want you to do something about it, clarified by the Three of Swords, maybe putting an ending to something or someone that is potentially hurting you or betraying you. Okay, but that message isn't for everyone. All right. But that is all I have. I do hope it could make sense, and I'm wishing you guys the best. All right, please take. Hey guys, if you have chosen the Fusite crystal, then this reading is for you. What advice do your guides have for you? Alright, so we have Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Swords upright. Alright, so it feels like your guides want you to understand that it's okay if certain things are a little imperfect. They want you to stop being so hard on yourself, maybe your work, your goals, maybe on certain people in your life as well. They want you to be okay with things not working out as expected. Your guys want you to know that if something doesn't, come out perfect, it's because it's not supposed to. Especially if it's one of those things where maybe you see a bunch of imperfections, but to other people it's literally like perfect. What improvements could you possibly make? So some of you could be like very detail oriented, like perfectionist, but your guys don't want it to be like consuming. Like your eye for detail is great, but they don't. When something can be a blessing and a curse? Like they don't want it to be your curse, so they kind of just want you to be mindful of that. um And I don't know if any of you are in the creative field, but it feels like your guides want you to know that a little imperfection might give your work, your art, a little more, oomph, a little more pizzazz. It feels like a lot of you could be perfectionists, like you notice all the details or, imperfections in air quotes. Um, but they do also want you to be proud of the work you deliver. And I say work, but it could be anything. But it does feel something, creative, something maybe handsy, I don't know. Um, but I don't know, it feels like a lot of you could be super creative, or maybe this advice is for those of you um, who are more creative or artistic or work in a creative field, or you need to be creative in terms of your job. But your guides are saying that if you're feeling frustrated with yourself and you do work in a creative field, that people love your work, but it feels like you're overly critical, and your guys want you to stop and know that you are good at what you do. Capital GOOD. Like they want you to know you are really good. Um, And your guys, they don't want you to let past disappointments become future disappointments. So they want to encourage you to be a little more optimistic and, give yourself some grace moving forward as well. Some of you could be losing interest, passion for something, and they want you to be patient and not give up, because that passion will come back and stronger as well. So another thing is that your guides do want you to reconsider what you're investing in, or what you plan to invest in. But it doesn't feel like something new for the most part, and it does feel unrelated to the earlier messages. Um, and your guides want you to know like it's a good investment, but you could be approaching it in the wrong way. So your guides definitely want you to maybe look at other examples, seeing what you can learn and what might work for you, and kind of creating a plan. So they kind of just want you to consider making little adjustments. It doesn't feel like they want you to go back to the drawing board completely. They just want you to make little adjustments. Um, they also want to encourage you to be more organized and solidify some of your shorter term plans and goals. Your guides also want you to focus on pre existing plans and goals as opposed to taking on anything new right now. The advice is also to have better financial management and control. Your guides want you to maybe set a budget. And this doesn't necessarily feel like it's about overspending or being financially irresponsible, but kind of just allocating funds appropriately. Um, so your guides also want to encourage you not to miss any current and pre-existing opportunities, as opposed to kind of searching for new opportunities. They kind of want you to look at the opportunities that you currently already have, and kind of move forward from there. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this. Wait, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, but that's all that's coming through, and I do hope it could resonate and make sense. And I'm wishing you the best. Okay, take care. Bye.